Hello students, today we are going to discuss variation of free energy with temperature and pressure. So this is very important point of discussion. Now we know very well that the free energy can be given as, so we have free energy, that is G is equal to H minus Ts. So this is well known to us. Now we know very well that enthalpy of the system is what? Enthalpy is nothing but the sum of internal energy and pressure volume product. So since H is equal to U plus PV, now this equation becomes what? So one can easily write that G is equal to U plus PV minus Ts. Now if we differentiate this, what we get? So by differentiating above equation we get. So on differentiation, what we receive? dG equals to du plus pdv plus vdp minus tds minus sdt. This is now supposed to be 1. Now we know very well, according to first law of thermodynamics, for infinitesimal change, so according to first law of thermodynamics for small change or infinitesimal change, one can give what? dq is equal to du minus dw. Now further this can be given as dq is equal to du plus pdv, as minus dw is nothing but pdv for infinitesimal small change. Again what we know for reversible process, so for reversible process we have dq by t is equal to ds, that is change in entropy. So further this can be given as dq is equal to tds. Now when we compare these two, so right here dq equals to du plus pdv and dq is equal to what? tds. Thus equation 1 becomes, I mean instead of du plus pdv, one can put tds, as by comparing these two easily we conclude that, so one can write what? tds is equal to du plus pdv. Thus equation 1 becomes what? Equation 1 can be given as, instead of du plus pdv one can substitute what? tds. So this becomes dg equals to tds plus vdp minus tds minus sdt. Now right here tds get cancelled, so dg equals to vdp minus sdt. Now this gives the change in free energy according to what? The temperature and pressure changes. Now at constant pressure what happens? dp becomes what? 0, I mean change in pressure is 0 at constant what? Pressure. Thus this can be given as how? Now look, this equation is supposed to be now 2. This is supposed to be 2. So at constant pressure, change in pressure, that is dP is equal to 0. Thus the equation 2 becomes, so how can we write this? So dg equals to, this becomes 0 at constant pressure, so equals to minus of S dt. Thus at constant pressure dg by dt at constant pressure equals to minus of S. Now this is supposed to be 3. And at constant temperature, change in temperature becomes 0. So this is another thing to be considered. What? At constant temperature dt equals to what? 0. Thus equation 2 becomes. Now how to write this equation? Now at constant temperature dt is 0, so SDT becomes 0. Thus dg equals to what? VdP. This is now supposed to be 4, and further this can be given as dg by dP at constant temperature is equal to V. Now when we integrate equation number 4 between suitable limits, and now we need to consider what are those limits. Now let G1 and G2 are free energies of initial and final states with change of pressure, from P1 to P2. So when we integrate equation number 4 between these limits, we get what? So by integrating equation 4 between limits, we get, so this is equation 4. So integration between limits G1 to G2 of dg equals to integration between limits P1 to P2 of VdP. Now this is for 1 mole, what is ideal gas equation? So for 1 mole, one can write PV equals to what? RT. Thus V equals to RT upon what? P. When we shift this, so this becomes what? Integration between limits G1 to G2 of dg equals to integration between limits P1 to P2 of RT upon P dP. Now R is universal gas constant which remains constant throughout, and right here temperature is assumed to be constant, so these two constant should be written outside the integration sign. Thus this gives G2 minus G1 equals to RT integration between limits P1 to P2 dP by P. So this is very crucial thing. Now we know very well that integration of this thing gives, so G2 minus G1 is the change in free energy which is equals to RT. Now integration of this ln P2 upon P1. Now we know very well at constant temperature Boyle's law is applicable. So at constant temperature, what? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Thus P2 by P1 is equal to V1 by V2. So this is another thing to be noted. Thus instead of P2 by P1 one can put V1 by V2 easily. Hence this can also be given as delta G is equal to RT ln V1 by V2. So this can be the variation of free energy with temperature and pressure. Thank you very much.